Wakefield are closing in on a home playoff tie after dominating the first 40 minutes here in Perpignan. But Kevin Walters will take heart that it's only 2 tries apiece, and it's the kicking that's put Wakefield 18-10 ahead as we start this second half. Catalan, of course, a win would be vital for them as far as their top 8 ambitions are concerned. Wakefield already confirmed in the playoffs, of course. Wildcats through Wilkes get us underway in this first half. Wilkes with that hit up, and now Leo Latu.
One thing Kevin Walters will be saying is make sure that you keep your discipline towards the back end of the tackle. You're doing everything right. Tackle 1, tackle 2, you're giving penalties away. Whereas John Kay will be very happy. Keep moving the big forwards about from this Catalan side and ask questions every time you have the ball.
High kick again from Danny Brough. It's a huge kick and almost a cricketer's catch there from Green Shields. In the slips there and finds Dimitri Pello. Maguire.
And it was interesting to see, looking at Catalan as they come out for this second half, Thomas Boss, Greg Bird and Adam Mogg were all talking. They were all direct and they were saying that they wanted to play down the middle of the park, and you could see them pointing at Wakefield's big fellas. I think that's where they're going to be trying to target them and make sure they can play with some speed in this second half around the ruck.
As the teams came off the pitch, Cyril Stakul had ice on an ankle injury, so that will be a concern for Kevin Walters.
Oh, Casti got one there off Luke George, but he's back into the game.
Demetriou. Blaymeyer. That's Wilkes. Leo Latu turns it back for Richard Moore now, trying to get over halfway. Tackle comes in from Muniz, but Leo Latu quickly away from the play the ball area, and then the pass is put down. It was Snitch who knocked on.
Snitch, he just grabbed at that ball. Tavita Leo Latu is a real threat when he gets out. You can see he had his hands in the wrong place. He snatched it and knocked it forward. Then they give the penalty away. And again, you can't do that to Catalan. David Ferriol, when the likes of David Ferriol and Jason Riles are running at you, it's very hard to stop. You must make sure that you try and turn them on the back.
A snatch from Snitch has put Catalan Dragons in the driving seat in this opening period of this second half. Can they profit? It's Bosk who finds Green Shields flying into the line. Did that ball go forward to Ellimer?
I think you're right, Bennett. Looked the touch forward there. Very lucky to get away with it.
Movement continues through Casti, and Remy Casti trying to use his strength. Short pass from Maguire. Ferriol trying to go over. They're right under the post, Catalan Dragons. Really going for it in the early stages of this second half, and Mogg's pass finds Ragan, and Ragan, has he got a hat-trick? Sebastian Ragan lurking again. It's not been awarded.
Again, good defence by the Wakefield players. Ragan really went hard and strong.
On the cross.
That's fantastic goal line defence by Grix and Obst to stop the big fella, Sebastian Ragan.
It looked for all the world that Sebastian Ragan was going to crown only his second game back with a hat-trick. Great defence on show. The turnover gives Wakefield this possession.
It's amazing what your mindset is when you're defending your own line, and that's what Wakefield have been really good this year. They seem to turn up and they work really hard for each other.
Demetriou making the hard yards forward as Catalan Dragons so committed in defence again. They know they need to win this game, the Dragons. Wakefield already confirmed in the top 8, of course. They want that home playoff tie. Richard Moore in possession. Leo Latu. Brough's kick, and on the ground this time. Green Shields just filters back and takes the ball without any pressure on him.
He's like a magnet, Clint Green Shields, with that ball. Wherever he stands, it seems to come to him. Positional play is absolutely unbelievable.
And so calm when he receives possession as well. Here is Bale. Still going, Jean-Philippe Bale. Moves into the Wakefield half of the field. Another strong run. It's Casti.
Good couple of plays by Catalan. The real direct route up the middle of that park.
This is Bosk. Good work from Greenshields for Ragan. Quick pass over to Croker. How he would love a try tonight. Jason Croker hands on to Casey Maguire. And Maguire rolls over the line. Casey Maguire puts the ball down. The try is awarded by the referee Ian Smith. Well, they needed to score first in this second half, and in the shape of Casey Maguire, Catalan Dragons do get the first 4-pointer in this second period. A crucial try for the Dragons. That's put them right back into this game, only trailed by 8, and they've halved the deficit.
Jason Croker, he knew he didn't have the legs to get it, but it was fantastic hands by this Catalan side. He stepped inside, he just changed the speed of his run. Casey Maguire done ever so well to ride that tackle from Blairmeyer. But this Catalan side can play the hands, silky skills. Jason Croker, he comes in, he hands Hobbs off, he gets the ball around him, and Casey Maguire just turns over, plonks that ball down from all the efforts from Tavita Leolatu. But again, a real threatening start to this half by Catalan.
Thomas Bosk adds the extras impressively, or does he? I thought that had gone through the uprights there. Disappointment on his face. The crowd subdued as well, but they'll be happy with the try. Wakefield, though, still lead by 18 points to 14. Maguire for Elima. The try scorer moves in again, the latest Dragons try scorer. Quickly away from Boss to Muniz, faced by Leolatu, got the pass away. Now it's Greg Bird, turns it inside, that's Ferriol. Ferriol dumps it back for Maguire again. This is great work from Catalan Dragons, and Casey Maguire looking to go over for 2 tries in a couple of minutes. Clint Greenshields, I think, is alerting the referee that Casey Maguire may have put the ball down here.
If you can't prove.
Again, it's just the awareness of Casey Maguire in and around that ruck. Does he ground this ball? Does he get it out? Can't see from that angle, but the ball's on the line there. Ryan Atkins goes high. He's trying to turn him round. Griggs comes in, he loses possession of that ball. Oh, he's done ever so well if this is a try. And looking at that, it's on the white line.
Mr. Consistency, Casey Maguire. He's only missed 2 Super League matches this year. Hooker in all but 2 of his 23 starts, and 2 tries early on in this second half have turned the match round for Catalan Dragons. Can Thomas Bosk add the 2 points to Maguire's try this time? No mistake, and so Catalan Dragons, for the first time in this game, hit the front. They now lead by 20 points to 18. Korkidas alongside Ferguson there. Inside pass. It's brilliantly to get it back to Guisset. I think is it Greenshields on the floor there? Greenshields still picking himself up. It was brilliant presence of mind to fling the ball back towards his teammates. Now, Riles.
He's really felt that tackle there. It was Michael Korkidas that's hit him in the ribs. He's drove him backwards and then pile-drived him into the floor.
That's Mogg, and Mogg saw a half chance there. Wrestled to the ground by Drew. That was hugely important defensive contribution. Bosk with another kick. It causes pandemonium in the Wakefield defence. Blairmeyer comes up with it. There's a knock-on.
Clint Greenshields.
Yeah, it was Greenshields who knocked on, and so Wakefield restart on the 20-metre line.
And Danny Bruff's gone for touchdown. Oh, Luke George. Luke George, was he onside when Danny Bruff kicked this ball?
Danny Bruff
I thought the first look at that he was going to kick the ball for touch, but Danny Brough, what a clever player. He teed that up with Luke George, told him exactly what he was going to do. The speed of Luke George, he's just saying, yep, I was behind, that's a try.
Astonishing try from Wakefield. Luke George's 6th try of the season, if it's awarded.
And you can see he takes it back. From that angle, he looks like he's onside. None of the Catalan defenders have read what's going to happen. The speed of thought from Danny Brough and the speed in the legs from Luke George. He gets the ball, he goes straight back to the man. He was probably off centre. Whether or not the video referee's looking for that. This has come from Clint Greenshields, knocking the ball on from behind the try line of Wakefield.
Wakefield get the penalty, and rather than hammer it into touch, they're looking at the mark that where Danny Brough kicks this from, and how Luke George is in relation to the kick on this near side.
Well, if you want to be pedantic about it, he's not kicked it from the centre spot of the line, of the 20-metre line. He's kicked it to the left-hand side, probably opposite the opposite posts. But Luke George has read that perfectly well.
And Luke George is awarded the 4-pointer by the video official Robert Hicks. Well, the quick thinking of Danny Brough, there was only 2 players on that wavelength. There's one of them, and you picture Danny Brough. Luke George knew exactly what was happening, and Luke George doubled in his last 2 at Warrington and against Celtic. 5 tries in 5 appearances before tonight, 6 in 6 now, and Wakefield now go back in front.
These conditions are made for Danny Brough. Really warm, fast track on the pitch, and you look for a bit of impact when you send your substitutions on, and normally when you say impact you look for big forwards. Who's going to come up with a bustling run? But the impact is added by that man Danny Brough. Can he kick the conversion?
Danny Brough has pulled the kick wide of the target. Obst.
Oh. Michael Korkidas, he run behind one of his teammates, obstructing the Catalan defenders. Will Catalan go for the 2 points now? Nope, they're going for the try.
Here is Jason Riles. Great opportunity handed to Catalan Dragons by Korkidas and Wakefield. John Keir so upset with that, particularly if Catalan Dragons are to go over here and retake the initiative. Maguire, now Mogg. Short pass from Bosk on the bounce, finds Greenshield. Campello squeeze in this time. It's great defence on show from Wakefield. Luke George in there.
Jason Demetrio, another Wakefield defender who's there. Good effort by Jason Demetrio. Dimitri Pello thought he was going to be in for this try. He was already reading it in the newspaper, but Jason Demetrio's come from nowhere and dislodged that ball. You look back at what wins your games, and tackles like that, that's what gets you the result.
The captain could have given Wakefield a vital 2 points. Back in possession now. Korkidas is away. Rampaging run down the centre of the field from Michael Korkidas. Important tackle from Greenshields. Quick play of the ball though. Wakefield still have the initiative. Snitch on for Griggs. Griggs finds Atkins, and Atkins is away. Atkins spins away from another. This could be a fantastic try from Ryan Atkins. The balance from Ryan Atkins, the speed from Ryan Atkins. At one end, Demetriou pulls off a try-saving tackle, and in the blink of an eye, Ryan Atkins shows the quality that he is capable of. And Wakefield extend their advantage. That is an astonishing try from Ryan Atkins.
And what about the speed from Michael Korkidas in the build-up to this play? But you can see the balance that Ryan Atkins has got. He spins around, he does a pirouette, he's got the strength, the ball off Snitch, the ball off Griggs. He does well to catch that ball, Atkins. He's aware of where that try line is, he spins around, he beats 3-4 defenders from Catalan. Amazing effort from this Wakefield side, under all kinds of pressure. And looking at the way the table is, they're the third best attacking team in the competition. Fantastic year for this Wakefield side and John Keir.
Well, Ryan Atkins got the ball rolling with the first Wakefield try. He's doubled up now, and Danny Brough adds 2 more points for the Wildcats, and they now lead by 28 points to 20. Bird played it for Maguire. That's Ellimer. Now Pello. Well, Michael Korkidis told to stay out of the tackle. He got involved, he was offside, and so Catalan Dragons with the penalty. And Bosch not wasting a moment, getting it into touch. Every second going against Catalan Dragons now. Great offload from Ferriol, finds Mogg. Turns it inside, and that's another great flick to find Greenshields. Great work off the deck from Greg Bird. This is Ferriol. 2 tackles gone, and look where Catalan Dragons are. Maguire trying to go himself. On a hat-trick, of course, Casey Maguire. Of more concern is the playoff hopes of the Catalan Dragons. Muniz manages to get the ball back miraculously for Raga, for Gossard. This is Raga, and Raga, well, he's got the ball down. Has he bounced the ball down? Has he got downward pressure? Has he got a hat-trick, Sebastian Raga? But more importantly, has he handed Catalan Dragons a lifeline as far as their playoff hopes may be concerned?
First reaction is that Sebastian Raga, as he's trying to get the ball down, he loses the grasp. It falls out of his hand. But again, build-up play by this Catalan side. They really are chancing their arm. The flick that goes out of here by Gossard. Big Sebastian catch it, tries to fend off Griggs. Also, Ryan Atkins does a good job. He tries to ground it there. Has he lost possession? I think he has. You can see Blairmeyer as well, saying that he loses possession. But again, the movement, the second phase rugby, it's David Ferriol. He pats that ball back. Gregory Muniz does well. He pats it back to Gossard. Gossard picks it up on the bounce. He offloads the ball to Raga, and Raga tries to get the ball down here. As he's planting it down, you've got to say he loses possession. He drops that ball, I think, Ben.
It certainly looks like a knock-on in slow motion there. Griggs in the tackle alongside Ryan Atkins. If this try is awarded, and it doesn't look like it will be, but if it is, the urgency from Muniz to restore possession and keep that move alive was the significant part.
He dropped the ball over the line. Right.
Knock on.
Dropped the ball over the line, 20 metres.
Good offload from Riles, finds Mock.
Jason Riles, every time he gets the ball, he seems to be offloading at will. It does help when you're 6'6" and 18.5 stone, like. There's the other enforcer, his teammate, David Ferriol.
Great work, great passing, frees Greenshields, and Greenshields had Pello on his left-hand side. And Pello couldn't take the ball in. They engineered a gilt-edged chance there, and Dimitri Pello knows it. Time is running out for Catalan Dragons. It was Maguire, Bosch, and then Greenshields who carved Wakefield apart up the middle, and Pello just couldn't take the pass in. And how many more chances will Catalan get?
Kevin Walters will be looking back after this game, saying only if. Dropped the ball. Dimitri Pello was certainly in for a try if he could have took that in. Now Tavita Leolato's free.
Leolato clung onto there by Greenshields. Quick play of the ball though, and Wakefield, are they about to apply the sucker punch? Luke George is away, there's no one in front of Luke George. A stroll-in, the second stroll-in for the winger. It's his 7th try of the season, and is that the moment that Wakefield can say that they have got the 2 points here in Perpignan in a home match in the first round of the playoffs?
Tavita Leolato, he is so dangerous. He's got fantastic balance. Jason Dimitro picks the ball up, He's looking to see who's offside. Dimitri Pello comes in for Jason Demetrio, and Luke George goes in the corner unchallenged. Sometimes this game can be so cruel.
Danny Brough just slots the ball effortlessly between the uprights, and Wakefield now go out to a 34 points to 20 scoreline. Now Mogg almost came away from Bosk. He juggled it and maintained possession for Catalan. Surely too late though, even if they were to go over here. Casey Maguire flicks it back. Greg Bird, ball comes off a Wakefield hand, does it?
He's knocked it down. Go.
Penalty for offside for Catalan Dragons. No time to waste as Ferriol almost to the line. Bosk, now Mogg, thought about the pass, holds on, faced by Atkins. Dumped to the turf.
2 feet. Hold.
By Griggs. Now Muniz. Wakefield really standing up in defence here. The match is surely won, but this is an impressive defensive effort. Maguire's flick. Greenshields holds on, finds Pello. Elima. Special applause when he's put to ground by the Wakefield travelling support. Formerly one of their own. Last tackle for Catalan Dragons, and Thomas Bosk hoists the kick. It's far too deep though. Wakefield have possession back, and surely that's the end as far as Catalan Dragons are concerned.
Good pressure by the big forward Richard Moore. He got out and he's put all kinds of pressure on Thomas Bosk as he puts that kick in. Brad Drew's not in any rush to start this game, and the clock's ticking down. 1 minute 20 left in this game. A real big effort, and Wakefield have won this game from the defensive stint on their own try line. They really have turned up for each other tonight.
Well, Wakefield victorious in all 3 Super League meetings last year. They're going to do the double over the Catalan Dragons in 2009 as well. With a punishing kick over the top from Wakefield. Sends Greenshields back towards his own posts. Greenshields just trying to step away from a couple and put the foot on the accelerator.
And what Wakefield have got, they've got a very big, strong pack in the middle of that park. And that's probably the strength for Catalan as well. Every time Catalan have played them, they've not managed to outmuscle the Wakefield opposites.
Bosk. Now it's Mogg. Over the top, good ball for Gossard. Gossard has Ragan for company, and Ragan accelerates away. Casey Maguire. Bosk. That's Bird, flat ball, Bale. Brough. The crowd didn't like Brough's tackle, and neither did Jean-Philippe Bale. They're still at it in back play. There's the hooter. Almost incidental as they carry on the teams there, but this could be a crucial result on both sides of this game. Catalan Dragons need other results to go for them, perhaps, if they're going to make it into the top 8. As for Wakefield, they've secured a home spot in the first round of the playoffs. It finishes in Perpignan. Catalan Dragons 20, Wakefield 34.